taking on Oconee. Right now, there's no score, but that's about to change momentarily. Jefferson with a huge RBI double to the outfield to score. Tucker Rogers, the one that was able to make his way in on that one.
Now batting number 99, Chance Bass.
That brings number 99, Chance Bass, the right fielder, to the plate. He's working here. He only has one down. He has 2 runners on base at second and third as he takes a big hack at pitch number 1.
Right now, Tri-County is in the lead 1-0.
He is facing Justin Lusk on the mound, and just as a quick recap, it is the second inning, only 1 run on the board, and we just saw it seconds ago.
1-1 is the count.
And the pitch to Bass is going to be called for strike 3, and that is the second out of the inning.
Now batting number 4 is Jackson Kirkley.
That brings us down to Jackson Kirkley, the left fielder for Jefferson, wearing number 4. The first pitch comes in for strike 1. He watches it. Like I said, working here with 2 runners on second and third. From my angle, I can't quite make out who it is, but puts this one into play. It's on the ground towards second base, who comes up clean, and with an easy throw to first, that will do it for 3 outs, but not before Jefferson is able to push across a single run. Thanks for joining us here at VCTV, and when we come back, we will see if Oconee is able to get that run back. I'm Chloe G, and I'll be here for the rest of the game. See you back in a moment. Welcome back here. It is the top of the third inning, and if you're wondering how that went by so quick, that's because it did. On the mound for Jefferson is Landon Crawford. First batter he's going to face here is 9-hole hitter Austin Bodick, the third baseman for Oconee County. Score is 1-0 Jefferson. They were able to drive in a run last inning.
Here comes the pitch.
He watches that first pitch go in for ball 1. Now we are in the win or go home games here in the losers bracket.
Takes a pretty big lead on that.
Takes another ball for 2-0 count.
0-2 the count right now. Todd. He is looking to bring home Marksberry and Halsey on second.
Bodick is playing third base today for Oconee County. He swings at that one. He finds that 5-6 hole, a hard shot off the bat into left field on the ground, and Oconee officially has a base runner. That brings them back to the top of their lineup. Braylon Certain, the batter. Certain has had a pretty good tournament so far. Sometimes he plays catcher from the other games I've watched, but He is the leadoff hitter for Oconee County. Takes a big hack at that one. He's just under it. The high pitch for strike one.
Marksberry and almost runs down the courtesy run of 14. As there was too many of them invited to the party.
That one high and inside for the first ball. He wears number 4, and his favorite pro baseball team is the Atlanta Braves. Gets a hold of this one. He sends it high into the outfield. Center fielder comes forward on it. He almost misread that one. He had to kind of hurry up and get back, but he was able to hang on to it to pick up the first out. Austin Vodick still hanging out there at first base. That brings number 7, Carson Bibb, the shortstop, to the plate.
First game. They worked their way back with tremendous play by number 12, Tyler Parker, number 00, Vincent Gibson, the catcher. Number 7, Paul Caesar, number from the position. And the pitcher, Tyler Parker, is also a Mr. Utility.
First one called for ball 1, the left-handed batter, Bibb. And Austin Vodick now at second after a steal. They're going to try to check him, but he gets back in time.
1-0 the count. One out on the board. Magnificent effort by Vincent Dixie.
Takes a cut at that one. It's foul. It tails down that first baseline, but ultimately stays foul. Working now with a 1-2 count.
2-1 the count as Jaden Edmonds flips on.
That one they're going to call for a ball. Bibb says his favorite movie is Top Gun. I wonder if he means the first one or the second one. They're both pretty good in my opinion, but that one's going to come in for another ball.
Some of the mistakes
that one too far on the outside, bringing Bibb to a full count. Working with a runner on second, Austin Vodick.
Number 5,
Jackson Ford up to bat.
fielder Jackson Ford.
Jackson Ford's the starting right fielder today for the Lewis. And Morris, as I mentioned earlier, don't think you're on the air.
Bibb says other sports he plays is basketball, and when he grows up, he wants to be a coach. He takes that one for ball 4. 2 runners on now for Oconee County.
Not that in first base.
That brings River Boyd to bat. Boyd been playing first base today here for Oconee County.
0-2 to count, 1 out, bases loaded. And he's trying to bring somebody
He also likes to play basketball.
Yesterday, watching Morris and they're playing Need to Stay Alive.
It's like he takes a check swing. They're going to ask the field umpire. They're going to say he didn't go, and that will give him ball 1. He looks like he's wearing long sleeves out there, or at least on one arm. That all I can say is that's got to be pretty warm in this heat. Gets around on this one, sends it high, just inches foul.
5 pitches.
Got a nice little chunk of that one. He can straighten that out. That'd be a single with that.
0-2 the count right now.
He just did surgery. He's right out.
Boyd says his favorite movie is Fast and Furious. Steps back in to the plate, 1-1 count. This one way inside. He ducks out of the way. And that's going to move the runners.
Push.
Runners moving over to second and third. Vodick at third. Carson Bibb at second.
Tyler Parker and their short
And Boyd ran his way to first. It's hard for me to see. There's something blocking my view, but I guess it hit the tip of his bat and went into fair territory. One of those interesting plays. You don't see it very often But when it happens, it's always exciting. Base is loaded now. Boyd at first, Carson Bibb at second, and Austin Vodick at third. And that brings up the 4-hole hitter, Skylar Maroney, the catcher for today. First pitch inside, that's out of the way for ball one.
Trying to pick somebody off. The massive leads that they're taking. Too many errors.
Takes that one. It comes in for strike one. Working now 1-1 count. Maroney. Maroney says when he grows up, he wants to be a marine welder. I'm not sure if he means a welder in the Marine Corps or if he means an underwater welder. But either way, he's got his sights set high. Gets a hold of this one, and he dinks it into the outfield. Right fielder attempts the diving catch, but he doesn't come up clean with it. They only score one because everyone was tagging up. Austin Vodick coming in to score for Oconee County, and that knots things up at one. All it takes is those little hits. You don't have to get in here and slam it every time. It's these little singles that can win you the game, especially if it's been low scoring like it has so far this game. That brings Justin Lusk to the plate.
Stud of a shortstop. That is an uncharacteristic error by Hall Cease, who has been one of the cornerstones.
That one way inside, ducks out of the way. I think they're going to say that one hit him. And Lusk makes his way to first, and that walks in Carson Bibb at third. Oconee County quickly up 2-1 now. With that, Jefferson's head coach is going to take a trip to the mound. It's been a rough inning here for Landon Crawford. Coach Doug Hinson for Jefferson. Of course, can you guess who his favorite MLB team is? That would be the Atlanta Braves, just like almost everybody else here. He's a general contractor, and his favorite movie? Forrest Gump. Interesting, because a lot of Forrest Gump was filmed right here in Beaufort County. He's going to leave Crawford on the mound and make his way off the field. Bases loaded now for Caleb Johnson, the left fielder. First pitch, he swings, fouls it back into the fence.
And if we get into a game like that, it's a tight game. Who makes the most mistakes? They don't make them. However, Tri-County has some explosive athletes.
Sorry about that one, folks. Had to help out another broadcaster. Bases still loaded here. Pitch to Johnson, low and away for a ball. River Boyd at third, Skylar Maroney at second, and Justin Lusk at first. Johnson's working here with a 2-2 count, and there's only one down. Takes a big hack at that one, and that is strike three. Make that 2 down. A nice performance out there for Crawford. Maybe that little meeting right there was all he needed to get himself back into his groove. That brings Jaden Barano to bat, the second baseman. It's a big cut at the first one for a strike.
People down here are maybe misguided by their sports fans, Braves fans. I apologize to those people. 3-0 town right now is Rob Kirkwood is trying to
Make that quick 0-2 count to Barronell as he swung at the first two. And he takes the third one for strike 3. Landon Crawford digging his way out of that hole, only allowing 2 runs to cross. When we come back, it'll be the bottom of the third inning. Jefferson with a chance to avenge that run. Thanks for tuning in here at BC TV. Welcome back here to the bottom of the third. Jefferson back up to bat now. They led across 2 runs last inning. They had a little bit of struggles there with the bases loaded, but they were able to work their way out with back-to-back strikeouts. Now, first batter up. Top of the lineup, Aiden Welch, the second baseman for Jefferson. And Welch steps in the box. First pitch swings on the inside. Huge cut. Welch says his favorite movie to watch is The Sandlot. Takes another pitch for strike 2. Puts this one into play. It's a chopper down to shortstop. He comes across clean, and that is the first out. I'm not sure what happened, but first baseman seems hurt. I don't know if he got stepped on or if he rolled his ankle. Like he may have got stepped on out there. He is on the ground for a moment here. They're going to push away the rest of the team as his coaches make his way over. We're going to run a quick break right here. When we return, we will get things going, give him a minute to get himself situated. Thanks for tuning in here at BCTV. And welcome back. River Boyd over there was able to get up and walk that one off. Looks like he may have accidentally got cleated in his leg. He's bent over and rubbing it right now, but he's able to get up, walk to the pitcher's mound, and give his boys a couple of handshakes. Batting now for Jefferson is number 10, Bryson Eubanks, the catcher. Takes the first pitch low for ball one.
That ball is hit straight to the center fielder. Ball got there, and I believe that's called a duck score. That's by.
Gets a hold of this one. He sends it high to left field. Left fielder was able to take a couple steps back on that one and come up clean with it for out number 2. A quick 2 outs now to Jefferson.
Landon Crawford.
Batting now the pitcher, Landon Crawford, wearing number 25. Crawford looking to help himself out here. He's working with 2 outs. Swings at the first one and up the 5-6 hole. He will be safe with a single on the ground out to left field. A quick 1-pitch at bat.
Now batting third baseman Blake Soul.
Blake Soul batting now, the third baseman today for Jefferson. Working now, 2 down, 1 runner on. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. And Soul says when he grows up, he wants to be a master barber. He takes that one for strike 2. That one high. The attempted steal. Safe. Landon Crawford was able to slide on the opposite side of the bag from that one. The count now 1-2. And Soul stepping into the box, and he takes that one, and they're going to call that for strike 3. That will do it for the third inning. The score is still Oconee 2, Jefferson 1. Thanks for tuning in here on BCTV, and we return. It'll be the top of the 4th. Welcome back here. Top of the fourth inning. Oconee up to bat here. Once again, they are up 2-1. First pitch to Gavin. Rowland comes in for a ball. Landon Crawford still working the mound as this one comes right back at him and up on the ground to center field. And Rowland is on base.
Number 12, Austin, fire.
And that brings Austin Vodic to bat. Vodic was the first one to score earlier on last inning. It takes a hack at the first pitch out to left field. And they're going to call it a fair ball, and that will be a quick single. He moved Rowland over to second.
Now batting center fielder, Braylon Sertain.
And they are back to the top of the Oconee County lineup. Braylon Sertain to bat. Sertain got out last inning on a high fly ball to center field. Looks like he attempts the bunt, but it's pretty interesting, and it goes foul. Sertain enjoys listening to Eminem, and his hobbies include billiards. Takes that pitch. It's going to be called for a strike, and it's a quick 0-2 count on Sertain. There's nobody out. 2 runners on first and second. And he puts this one into play to the shortstop. He comes up and he attempts to get the lead runner at third. He doesn't come up clean with it. And Rowland tests his luck running home, and he is safe. What heads up base running right there by Rowland. He saw that one get past the third baseman, and he quickly turned on those jets, and he made his way home easily. Vodic now at third. Sertain at first. I'm suspecting a steal right here. Carson Bibbs, the shortstop, up to bat now, the lefty. First pitch. A steal. And Sertain is now at second. It looked like Crawford was checking out Vodic over there at third. Delivers the pitch, and it's called for a strike as it barely was in that outside corner. Puts this one into play, and it's right up the middle. Second baseman shortstop attempts to make it. He bobbles it around and can't come up clean with it. Austin Vodic scores.
Now batting number 9, Rivers Boyd.
4-1 now. Oconee County on top. Sertain at third. And Bibb at first. That brings River Boyd to bat. Boyd, the one who just sat down for getting accidentally stepped on his leg. Hopefully he is able to shake it off by now and have a successful at bat. With that, Bryson Eubanks, the catcher, called a quick timeout, went out there to have a quick chat with Crawford. They're suspecting the Carson Bibbs steal right here. And they're going to call a balk. And what an easy way to get a run for Oconee County as Braylon Sertain is able to score. Bibb now on second. Boyd stepping back in to the plate. First pitch. It's an interesting looking ball. It looks like it may have hit on the very inside of his bat. Fouled down the first baseline. Bibb with a huge cut on that one. He's quickly working here with an 0-2 count. There's still no outs. Bibb still hanging out there at second for Oconee County. And that one gets away from the catcher. Bibb now at third easily. It's a 1-2 count to River Boyd. Boyd gets a piece of this one. He sends it high, and Crawford comes off the mound, picks that one up for out number 1, and that brings Skylar Maroney to bat. Maroney, who had a nice little single earlier on with an RBI in the last inning, has a chance to get another RBI here with Carson Bibb standing over at third. When he's not playing baseball, Maroney enjoys riding dirt bikes. Is this one too far on the inside for a ball? 5-1 the score now. Oconee quickly breaking things open these last 2 innings. Maroney steps a little bit outside on that one with a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Gets a piece of this one. It's high out to center field, moving back just off the very bottom of the fence for a stand-up double with an RBI. The little celebration dance out there at second looked like he was maybe rowing a boat. What a monster hit right there for Maroney. He's able to score Carson Bibb on that one, but that is a beautiful stand-up double. 6-1 now, Oconee County up on top, and that brings Justin Lusk to the plate. First one called for strike 1. Gets a piece of this one, and it's in the gap. Right fielder, a heck of a play on that one, and he's able to catch that for an out. Covered a lot of ground right there, threw his glove out, and was able to hang on to it. And that will be 2 down now for Oconee County. That brings Caleb Johnson, the left fielder, up to bat. And the pitch, big swing from Johnson. Maroney still hanging out on second after his huge double. And this one hard on the ground. The second baseman was playing a little close to second, and he picks that one up easy for out number 3. Thanks for tuning in here on BCTV. Oconee County leads now 6-1. When we return, we'll see if Jefferson is able to respond. Welcome back here to BCTV.
13, Tucker.
Still over here with Jefferson and Oconee County. Oconee County up 6-1. Jefferson looking to get back a couple of those runs. Batting now, Tucker Rogers. Rogers, the lone Jefferson County player to score so far this game. Let's go with that one for a ball. Tucker Rogers, he seems like a bit of a funny one for his team as he takes that one for a strike, but he says when he grows up, he wants to be either a baseball player, a taxidermist, or a floor sander. ... I like options. So who knows what he'll be when he grows up. But with that one, Justin Lusk, the pitcher, is able to get a strikeout for out number 1. That brings the designated hitter Wyatt Ford to bat.
What's up, guy?
Ford also likes to run cross country and track. And in his free time, when he's not playing baseball, he spends it running. And he says when he grows up, he wants to be anything but a lawyer. I'm not sure what the beef he has with lawyers is, but it's funny. Takes a big hack at that one for strike number 2. That one for a ball, and it's 2-2 now. Gets a piece of this one. He sends it shallow center field, and that will be a hit. A single for Wyatt Ford. A nicely placed ball to give Jefferson a runner that they desperately need. There's one down. Kingston Jackson, the first baseman, steps up to the plate. A nice curveball, but it misses its spot for ball 1 to Jackson. That one called a strike on Kingston. He likes to play first base, and when he's not playing first, he enjoys pitching. Gets a piece of that one, but it is fouled straight back into the fence, making it 1-2 the count. Says his favorite song is Some to Prove by Lil Baby.
I'm sorry, now batting number 30, Owen Shaper.
And on the mound, Lusk attempts to pick off Ford at first, but he gets back quickly. Nothing happens. The pitch, a check swing, and they're going to call it for a strike. And that will be 3. Two strikeouts this inning for Justin Lusk. And that brings number 99, Chance Bass, the right fielder, to bat. Takes a big hack at the first pitch, but swing and a miss. Jefferson needs to put together some hits here if they want to stay in this game. They're down 6-1. And with that, Skylar Maroney is going to call a quick timeout, walk out to the mound to have a conversation with Justin Lusk on the mound. Don't know if they're trying to plan something for a pickoff here at Wyatt Ford at first. But we will see here in just a moment. And that one just barely off the outside corner, ball one. Count now to Bass's 1-1. That one way inside for ball two. Bass also enjoys playing basketball, and his favorite sports idol is Aaron Judge. He takes a huge hack at that one for strike number 2. And they're going to call that one for strike 3. 3 strikeouts that inning for Justin Lusk, and that will do it for the 4th inning. When we return, Oconee with a chance to extend their already 6-1 lead. Thanks for tuning in here on BCTV, and we will see you guys here after this break.
Number 2.
And welcome back here on BCTV, Oconee County. Up to bat once again, leading things off. 7 in for his first at bat is Colin Dixon. First pitch high and inside for a ball. Landon Crawford still on the bat for Jefferson. It's this one inside, making it ball 2. Dixon puts this one into play, and it's bobbled over at third. They attempt the throw, and it is not in time. Dixon makes his way on base for his first at bat.
Number 10, Xander.
And up next, that brings Xander Morton into bat, also 7 in for his first at bat of the game. He enjoys hunting and fishing, and when he grows up, he wants to be a pro fisherman. Takes the first one for a strike. He puts this one into play just past the glove of the first baseman into right field, and that'll be a single. Dixon making his way all the way to third. Runners at the corners now here for Oconee County. Austin Vodick will be up to bat now. Vodick has scored twice already here for Oconee County.
Found ourselves a ball because that ball scores live purchase.
And a huge cut, and Xander Morton makes his way to second. Runners both in scoring position now here for Austin Vodick. Vodick puts this one into play to third. He comes up clean with it, and a nice throw across the diamond, and that'll get him out, but not before Colin Dixon comes in to score, extending the lead 7-1.
Number 4, Green Certain.
Xander Morton at third now. And that brings Oconee back to the top of their lineup. Braylon Certain batting, and he watches the first one high and away for ball one. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike one, excuse me. And that one too low. The count now 2-1 for Certain. And they're going to call that a balk, and Xander Morton gets to come in and score. 8-1 now for Oconee County. And Certain steps back into the box. Hollywood down here. This one inside, and Certain will take first. As Carson Bibb steps up to the plate now, the shortstop. Bibb also has scored in 2 at-bats already today. And with that, coach is going to come out. I think we're going to be seeing a new pitcher on the mound here for Jefferson. We're going to take a quick break over here, and when we return, we will give you guys the update. Thanks for tuning in here at BCTV. Welcome back here. Still the 5th inning, but now on the mound for Jefferson, is Kingston Jackson, who is coming over from first base. And the first pitch, right up the middle for Carson Bibb. He is all over that one, sending it out to center field for a stand-up double, and that's going to score Braylon Surtain. All the way from first. Turned on those wheels for that one. That makes the score 9-1 now. As River Boyd steps up to bat. And that one comes in too low for ball one. Boyd takes a big cut at that one. And it is far but foul into left field. Boyd's favorite baseball team is the Rays. That's a lot different than the Braves, like everybody else says. It's nice and refreshing. He takes a cut at yet another one. Two outs here for Oconee County. And he swings at the low one. And I think the catcher dropped that one, but they, just in case, secure gets him out at first.
Now that is number 5, Skylar Maroney.
And that brings up Skylar Maroney to the plate. Maroney, who had a double in his last at bat, a huge double that went over the center fielder's head and bounced off the very bottom of the fence. First pitch to Maroney, takes a big hack at it, and it is a strike one. And that one way outside for ball one. Takes a swing at this one, bouncing on the ground. The third baseman dives at it, but it gets past and into the outfield. Able to score yet another one. Oconee County now up 10-1. Carson Bibb coming across the score for that one. Maroney at first, and that brings Justin Lusk to the plate. And that one looks like it was just outside the end of his bat for strike one. That one called for a ball, and it's 1-1. And that one high and away for ball two. So Justin Lusk. And that one is going to go low. Catcher can't hang on to it. That's going to be another ball. 3-1 hitters count now to Lusk. Lusk also enjoys playing travel ball when he's not here. And that one is going to be ball 4. Maroney moves his way to second and Lusk to first. That one low and away for ball 1. to Caleb Johnson. Johnson's favorite sports player is Lamar Jackson. And Oconee County is going to get sneaky on the bases with the steal. Maroney now at third with Lusk at second. The pitch to Johnson takes a big swing at the high one for strike one. Working here with 2 balls. Three 1-hitters count now for Johnson. Oconee County working here with 2 down. And that one inside, and I don't know if it hits him, but either way, that is a base for Johnson. Bases loaded now for Colin Dixon. Dixon was the first batter up at the beginning of this inning. And he was the first one to score as well in his first at bat. Not sure what's going on here with the umpire. He's taking a step back for just a minute, maybe grabbing a drink of water, but either way, Dixon steps into bat. First pitch to him, high and away for ball 1. And the pitch to Dixon, high and away once again, ball 2. Dixon also enjoys playing basketball, and when he's not playing second, he likes pitching. Gets a piece of this one. Takes a funny hop off the mound, and the second baseman can't come away with it. He overthrows first, and that's going to score 2 for Oconee County. Skylar Maroney coming in to score, as well as Justin Lusk right behind him. Caleb Johnson now standing at third with Dixon at first. The score is now 12-1 with Xander Morton up to bat. Morton also was able to bounce. Was able to bat earlier this game. Earlier this inning, and he was able to score. Umpire stoppage right here. Not exactly sure why he's stopping it. Either way, Morton's stepping back into the box. Morton says his favorite food is a low country boil. Puts this one into play, bouncing, and it gets past the shortstop and into shallow left field, and that will be a hit on the ground, and it will score another. Caleb Johnson coming in to score for Oconee. Colin Dixon at second now with Xander Morton at first, and that'll bring Austin Vodick to the plate again. And that one low and away for ball 1 to Vodick. Vodick has scored twice already this game. One thing about Oconee is they aren't just relying on one part of their batting order. All of them are getting on base. And with that, a shallow pop-up, shortstop's able to step back, make a play on that for 3 outs. And that will get Jefferson County out of that inning. When we return, it'll be the bottom of the 5th. Oconee up 13-1. Thanks for tuning in here at BCTV, and we will see you guys after the break. Welcome back here to the bottom of the fifth inning at Oconee County, up 13-1 over Jefferson. Justin Lusk still on the mound for Oconee County. First batter he faced is number 4, Jackson Kirkley, the left fielder. Kirkley sends this one high, and the first baseman comes off. Lusk just about runs into Boyd over there, but Boyd's able to hang on for out number 1.
Now batting number 1, Aiden Welch.
And that will bring Jefferson back to the top of their lineup. Aiden Welch coming back to bat. Welch's favorite food is tacos, and his favorite MLB team is the New York Yankees. That pitch coming in for a ball. It's 1-1 now. 1 down now here for Jefferson. Big cut right there from Welch. Although he's playing second base today, he enjoys playing shortstop as well as pitcher. And that one low and inside. It's 2-2. He lets that one go low for ball 3. It's a full count. Now to Aiden Welch. And the full count pitch. He takes a swing. He puts it into play. It's high in the outfield. Perfect hit into the gap between left and center. And that's going to be a stand-up double for the leadoff batter, Aiden Welch. A beautifully hit ball right there for Welch. He waited until he found his perfect pitch, and he was all over that one. Batting now, Bryson Eubanks. Seeing if he can keep that momentum going that Welch started. Eubanks says his favorite movie is Gridiron Gang. I'm not sure if I have seen or heard of that one, but it sounds like a football movie. Which makes sense because he also plays football and basketball. Takes a cut at that one. It's just on the outside of his bat. It's 0-2. And that one, they're going to call for strike 3. And that brings Landon Crawford to bat, the pitcher. Crawford looking to help himself out here. Still has Aiden Welch out there at second after a tattoo in that ball. Crawford says his favorite food is McDonald's. Sure, that's his favorite post-game meal, too. Gets a hold of this one. He sends it high. Right fielder running in, and he plants his feet under it and makes the catch, and that is out number 3. And I think that will do it for this game. Oconee County wins this one 13-1 over Jefferson County. Oconee was just all over these pitches all day long. Almost every single batter in their lineup scored. And you have that. That's a recipe for a great game. Oconee County will be going on to play tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. on Field 3. They'll be playing the winner of Beaufort County and Latta. Jefferson, unfortunately, that will do it for them this tournament. Just want to say thank you to all our viewers and listeners out there. Thanks for tuning in here. And once again, my apologies for being a couple of innings late. But we will see you guys back here tomorrow night at 6:30. Thanks for tuning in on BCTV. I'm Chloe G. Checking out.